Israel and Iran, the world's attention has largely focused on the human casualties and geopolitical fallout. But experts warn another crisis is quietly unfolding in the background. One that affects the air people breathe, the water they drink, and the planet's climate. The United Nations has raised serious concerns about the environmental consequences of recent strikes across West Asia. According to the Office of UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres, attacks on oil facilities and water infrastructure could trigger significant environmental damage across the region. Some of the most visible environmental damage has come from attacks on oil storage facilities around Tehran. Strikes triggered massive fires, sending thick black smoke billowing into the sky. The pollution may also be behind an unusual phenomenon reported in Tehran. Residents said they witnessed downpours of what they described as black rain.
You saw they targeted oil reserves, and they just sent smokes into the air. That smoke was poisonous, and we had this poisonous rain, and everyone understands that this is a sort of ecocide. This is a crime against the environment. This is an imposed war by the two bullying of the world.
Black rain is an informal term for rainfall contaminated with pollutants that turn the water dark. Scientists say this happens when raindrops fall through heavily polluted air, absorbing soot, smoke, and other particles. In simple terms, the raindrops act like tiny sponges or magnets, collecting whatever pollutants are present in the atmosphere as they fall to the ground. While rainfall normally helps wash pollutants out of the air, black rain is rare and usually indicates extremely high levels of airborne contamination. Health experts warn that exposure to such polluted air and rain can have immediate effects on the lungs, but the impact may not stop there. Long-term exposure to fine particles can increase the risk of chronic respiratory disease and even cancer.
The black rain and the acidic rain coming with it is indeed a danger for the population, respiratory mainly, and it could be acidic, depending, of course, what context you have. We're in touch with the hospitals, and with the Iranian authorities have issued an alert advising people to stay indoors, even in light of the attacks on oil warehouses especially.
Researchers also warn that the pollution may not disappear once the rain stops. Contaminated water can enter rivers and groundwater, while particles that settle on the ground can later be lifted back into the air by wind. The conflict is also threatening water security in the Gulf region. Authorities in Manama, the capital of Bahrain, reported that an Iranian drone strike damaged a desalination plant, a facility that converts seawater into drinking water. In many Gulf countries, desalination plants are essential because natural freshwater sources are limited. Damage to these facilities could disrupt water supplies for millions of people. Beyond the immediate pollution, war also leaves a massive carbon footprint. Military aircraft, missiles, and heavy vehicles consume enormous amounts of fuel, releasing greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Climate experts warn that ongoing conflicts make it harder for countries to meet their climate commitments under the Paris Agreement. Resources that could be used for clean energy and climate action are often diverted to military spending.